It's been a day, stressing out like crazy. Just wanna be lazy with my girls.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Today is nothing special. I'm just gonna be honest. I want to do my makeup, and I thought I would just be chatty. I don't know. Let's just do our makeup. I don't know. I don't even know like what I'm doing today, if I'm completely honest. I hope this doesn't bother you guys too much. I need my mirror. Okay, I need my mirror. I just want to put some makeup on, chat about, I don't know, random stuff. I was gonna say this is probably gonna be a longer video, and if you don't like longer videos, you might not want to watch this, but all my videos are super long, so there's no point in saying it. This is gonna be long, probably a little bit more of a personal video if you guys are interested in like my life, I guess, then that's this kind of video. I'll show you guys like what kind of makeup I'm using and everything, but it's not going to be a tutorial or anything. I'll put all the products in the description box below if you guys are interested in the makeup that I'm using, but this is more just a chatty get ready with me. I'm just going to prime my eyelids a little bit here because y'all know I like to do my eyes first, and I'm just using my primer potion, which is in my project pan, to prime my eyelids. And this reminds me, my eyelid is finally not super red. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram and you like these kinds of videos, follow me on Instagram. I'm also at Lindseys Lovely Life because I post to my stories pretty decently often, like every day. And wow, I had like the biggest reaction on my eye the other day. It was really swollen and itchy, and I don't know, I still don't really know what happened, but my eye was so like puffy, and it was just my eyelid, like not even under my eye, and it was only one eye. So I don't think it was like a product I actually used. I don't really know what it is, but when I was looking it up online, I guess like sometimes if you use like a lot of makeup, or I don't know, sometimes your little like eyelash follicles, little I don't know, like the pores or something around your eye can get like clogged up or something, and then that can create a reaction because there's no way for it to like get out. That sounds so gross. I don't know, it's weird, but I feel like it was either that or something bit me in my sleep which is also very possible. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this Kaja stack and maybe some of the e.l.f. Bite Size shadows. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm using the Kaja Trio little stack in Glowing Guava, and I'm just gonna use the first one here on top. But yeah, the whole thing with my eye was like really strange. I hope it doesn't happen again. I've been like really nervous about it happening again because I don't have sensitive skin, so like that never really happens to me ever. So I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Like it was like really weird for me. I was wearing like a lot of makeup though. I've just been wearing a lot of makeup. I've been really enjoying doing like makeup lately. I don't know. It's just been like really fun for me. I've also been doing a lot of like photo shoots with some photographers, and that's been really fun. I've been really enjoying getting more practice on people. I mean, practice as if I haven't been doing this already. I don't know. It's just really, I feel like you can always improve on things. And so I'm like 100% comfortable doing makeup on people, but my skills get better and better every time, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just really happy to be able to work with some photographers and like actually see like my work on people. It's so cool. Now I'm using the darker one at the bottom. There's another thing I want to mention to you guys. A few weeks ago, I posted on my Instagram stories, and I was talking about how I was frustrated with traveling and stuff because of COVID, and I really wanted to spend time with my husband and all this stuff because like things are gonna be crazy and just all this. I couldn't really say like what it was because military, like I'm not allowed to say certain things. I have to like keep things secret because I just have to. And basically my husband was supposed to deploy, and I wasn't really supposed to say it. I may have mentioned it, I don't know. But I wasn't really supposed to talk about it or anything because that can put the guys like at risk if you say things basically. And so I'm trying to be careful about what I talk about. But anyway, so he was scheduled to deploy at the end of September, beginning of October, and it was so stressful. It was so stressful. Like, we knew about this deployment for like a couple months, and I knew it was coming, and at first he wasn't on it and it was good, and then all of a sudden he was on it and things started getting crazy, and we didn't really have very many details, which you never really do. But then when it came to like him actually, it's getting closer, right? Like, we're in the end of August, beginning of September, and like we still don't have a date or anything, and they could be deploying in a couple weeks, and it was insane. Like, nothing was organized. We've been through multiple deployments, so a deployment is nothing new for me, but it was just so incredibly unorganized, and we had no idea what was going on, and COVID was another factor. Like, they had to do a quarantine before they left, and it was just like insane. And just preparing for someone to leave your household, especially when it's just the two of us, and we're living in a whole nother country, so I'm basically like, I would be living by myself, which I did last year as well, because he deployed last year. So I know I'm good. Like, I know I can do it. I've been through it. We've been through it multiple times. It's just, you know, how it is in the military. That's just how the game goes. But I was really nervous because COVID, like, it's so different with everything happening. Like, I can't imagine being locked down and being in this country with no family or no one, not being able to see any of my friends or anything, like, by myself in this house. I was so scared. Like, I was so scared that we were gonna go into lockdown and then he was gonna be gone, and it was just gonna be crazy because lockdown was hard enough, and then to like be by yourself like completely 100%. They're really starting to do construction upstairs right now. Great, love that. It's literally 7:42 a.m. It's literally 7:42 a.m. Like, or whatever. So he was, you know, we had all that happening, and for them to deploy, they had to go through a quarantine before they were able to go to the country that they were gonna be in, because it was basically an agreement. Like, it's an agreement between the military and the country where they're going, for them to figure out how to do quarantine and stuff because of COVID. So he was supposed to do like an in-home quarantine where they stay in the house for 2 weeks, like absolutely cannot leave the house, nothing. Basically, I would like do the grocery shopping and stuff and all of that. And then he would go straight from our house to deploy. And so like, we're okay, so all this stuff is set up, still no date, we don't know when they're going, like what's happening. Then they have to start their quarantine, but they still don't have a date for when they're leaving, and they were supposed to leave, they're supposed to start exactly 2 weeks before the date that they leave. So we were like, okay, so they're starting their quarantine, but we don't have a date, but they're supposed to leave in 2 weeks, so obviously their date for leaving would be 2 weeks from the day they start the quarantine, right? Like, yeah, like duh. No, they literally still had no plan, and we're just like, are you kidding me? Like, what is happening? Like, here's the thing, you guys, when you're in the military and you have a spouse, or if you have a family, like it's just me and my husband, so it's you know, a lot more manageable. But can you imagine if you're a family that has kids and you have to prepare them and yourself for a deployment? People sold cars, people went back to the States, like with like the spouse went with their kids to the States already, and because their spouse was deploying, so it's like they kind of want to go home, be with their family instead of being here alone, basically. People already went back to the States by the time they got into quarantine. Like, all this stuff was happening, and then they canceled the deployment. First of all, thank God. So happy they canceled it. But like, people literally lost money and stuff because they were prepared for this deployment, and it was insane. It was just so crazy. Like, I just cannot believe they let it get that far, as all of us were thinking they were going to deploy, and the whole time apparently there is a whole nother base that was also prepared to do the same deployment. So it was basically between us and them, and they were all, but they never said that. They never told anyone that it was like multiple people that might deploy. So he's not going anywhere, thank God. I'm so happy. But I was like really frustrated around in August, because we were trying so hard to travel because we really wanted to get some time to go do stuff before he left, because he would have been gone for months, and we're actually leaving Italy next year, and because of COVID we've lost out on a lot of travel time. And I know that sounds like I know that sounds like, oh, poor me, like, oh, I don't get to travel. I don't get to travel in England or in Europe, you know, oh, poor me. Yeah, it sounds really stuck up, but if you guys, like, to be honest, the whole reason why people get excited in the military to live overseas is so they can travel. It's a huge part of being stationed overseas in the military is to be able to travel. Like, that's one of the biggest reasons people take these assignments. And when you have that stripped from you, you lose out on so much. Like, these, for us, at least for us, like, I don't know how other families feel, but for us, these are like once in a lifetime experiences. These are things we're trying to have these experiences, you know, before we have kids and stuff. We want to like live and have a good time like while we're still young, and to have that kind of stripped away from you is really, it really sucks. It really sucks, because we sacrifice a lot of stuff to be able to come here. You know, we're not around our family. We're not, it's hard living in another country. It is hard, you guys. Oh my God. I feel like I should talk about living in Italy more with you guys, because some of you guys don't even know I live in Italy. I had one of my friends here on YouTube recently was like, oh my God, you live in Italy? Like, I think that I say it too much. Like, I think I talk about it too much. So sometimes I try not to say anything about it, because I don't want to come off like I'm bragging, but that's like my reality, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, I was like, oh my God, yeah, I couldn't believe she didn't realize that I lived in Italy. I think a lot of times when people hear, oh my God, you live in Italy, they're like, that's so cool, but they're thinking of it in terms as if it's a vacation. When you are living somewhere, it's different, because you're here every single day, and being somewhere where there's a language barrier and they don't particularly enjoy the fact that the military is here, to be honest. Some people are very nice, but some people are very rude and very mean, and the Italian culture is something else. It's very different from American culture. Very different. So it's really hard to adjust. It's still hard sometimes, because you just miss the conveniences of the States, and you miss the people, because in the States, for example, I don't know how it is for you guys or like where you live, but when I'm in the States, people have manners. Like, not everyone. Obviously, you're gonna have rude people, but people have manners. When you are at a store and they're in a line, right? You get behind the next person in line, right? Like, there's a line. Like, it's a line. It's a line. How else do I explain it? Here, there is no concept of lines. I mean, there kind of is, but it's kind of like, instead of a straight line, it's just a bunch of group people like going towards the thing. So people like will cut in front of you, and people get like really close to you, like in your shoulder, and they'll like bump you and stuff and not even say anything. Like, oh my bad, like, sorry, I'm like in your personal space. There's no sense of personal space here. Like, even my neighbors are like, they're like, and it's a complete cultural thing. It's a complete cultural thing. But even my neighbors are like, why are you so like closed off? You're so like private. Like, why you don't open your windows all the time, you don't come outside all the time, you don't do all these things, like you don't talk to everybody all the time. And they have a hard time understanding that. But for me, I have a hard time understanding wanting to be all up in someone else's business. I don't know, like, just like the concept of privacy and personal space is so different in the States, and I miss that. Like, it's almost like a respect thing, that like you respect other people's personal space, you respect other people's time. Oh my God, don't even get me started on the time. It's too late, I've already gotten started. Time. Listen, Italians don't know what time even means. They don't value time at all. They don't value time. And that's just how their culture is. They are very, I don't know, like, I want to say relaxed, but to me, it's hard to see it as relaxed, because in American culture, people value their time, and it comes off rude when you don't value someone else's time. Like, if you're wasting their time, or you're late to something, or, you know, just things run behind. Like, yeah, I can understand, like, things happen, and I think to a point it's okay. But here, like, I'm not even joking, you guys, like, restaurants and businesses just open and close whenever they want. Whenever they want. Like, whenever they want. Like, there is absolutely no sense of a schedule. For example, literally like 2 weekends, actually no, maybe it was last weekend, I don't know, but me and my husband I was really excited because I want to go to this restaurant. One of my friends invited me to a restaurant, and I really liked it, and I was like, oh my god, I want to bring my husband here because I think he'll like it. It was so good. So I was so excited because we got ready, we like had something else to do, so we were rushing to try and get it so that way we could go to this place and also go to dinner. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape, and we get to the restaurant and it's closed, and I was like, no, like, are you kidding me? It's closed. And it literally said on Google that it was opened. Like, it said online it was open, and it's like that for everywhere. Like, you just have no idea. You can never ever rely on a place like actually being open when it says it's gonna be open. Like, you just can't, and it's very frustrating. And then they also, and these, it's so hard because, like, I'm sorry, I'm coming off very complainy right now, but the thing is that I do understand that is a cultural differences. So I think my frustrations more come from the fact that I miss being home, you know, because in the States, it's so opposite. It's so much different. Like, if something says it's going to be open, it is going to be open. And it's so different here. Like, they just don't value time here. It's hard to explain because it is so opposite to the States, where if someone disrespects your time, it is disrespectful. But here, that's not how they see it. That's just not their way of living. They just, I don't know, like, go with the flow or something. I'm not really sure. There are some businesses that are definitely always open, like the big ones, like McDonald's. Like, obviously it's gonna be open when it says it's gonna be open most of the time. There's even been a couple incidents then where we looked online, it was like not the right times. I don't know, you guys. They're just not very, like, I don't know. They're not, and they don't use, like, technology as much as us. Like we rely, in the States, we rely on, like, Google and stuff for the times of, like, businesses being open and things like that. Or, like, to look for a menu online, you know, stuff like that. And, like, most places have, like, menus and stuff online. Sometimes they don't. And it's just, or, like, a website. They'll use Facebook as their website, you know. I mean, I'm sure places in the States do that too. But it's just very different to live here than to vacation here. It is very frustrating. It is very frustrating. I think since we've been here for almost 3 years, things are just starting to get old, if that makes sense. And I'm just really I miss all the conveniences of the States. I miss being able to, like, if I just really don't want to cook for dinner, then we can go find something. Like, we're not eating ramen noodles. Because there's so many nights where I'm just like, listen, I don't want to cook and there's nothing open. I'm sorry. Like, let's just eat whatever you want. Just find something. And my husband never complains. My husband never complains. Like, he's honestly the best thing ever. Like, I love my husband so much. He never complains about anything, and he's just like, yeah, like, totally, like, cool, like, I'll be fine, it's no big deal. But he's also, like, grateful when I do cook and stuff. I appreciate him so much. But I don't know, it's just so much more convenient. Like, even going to the grocery store and stuff, it's so small. Like, everywhere you go here is a small business, which is great for them. Like, cool, like, I get it, that's cool, but it's just, it makes it really difficult to find specific products. Like, you just really never know if you're gonna be able to find a certain thing. Like, if you're looking for something, like, for me, I really like to bake and stuff, so it's sometimes I need, like, a very specific product. Like, let's say, like, I need for example, I need coloring for the frosting, like the little gel coloring. I don't know, it's like food coloring, but it's a gel and it's for frosting and icing. It is so difficult to find, like, specific things here, so I had to order on Amazon, which, by the way, I still haven't gotten my order. I just realized. I feel like it's been in the mail for a while. Anyways, it's really hard to find things and rely on certain places to have certain things. Okay, I'm very negative right now. I should really change what I'm talking about. Moral of the story is, I'm grateful that I get to live in Europe and be in Italy, but it's always not rainbows and butterflies. But is it ever anywhere you live? Maybe some places. Maybe. But there's always gonna be, I feel like everywhere you live, there's always gonna be stuff that bothers you. But I will say, when we get back to the States, I will never take for granted the times of places being open ever again, because I don't think people realize in the States how easy and convenient life is having things open at all times. Like, even just having a Walmart that's 24 hours near you. If I could have a Walmart 24 hours near me, just life would be so much easier. One other thing about like places being open, almost every single place here, just imagine this. First of all, everything I just explained to you as far as like not knowing whether or not something's gonna be open, you have that. And then they close, so they'll open around 9 or 10 a.m. and they close for a like 3 or 4 hour break from like noon to 4, anytime between there, every day. Do you know how inconvenient that is? Where do you go to get lunch? Where do you go to get lunch? Seriously, there's nowhere. Lunch, brunch is not a thing at all. And I'm like highly convinced that they don't really eat lunch. I don't know, it's super strange. I don't know what they do on their break though. I guess they just go home and take a nap. I don't freaking know, you guys. It's crazy. If you are Italian and you watch my videos, I am so sorry. And I swear, I'm trying not to hate on it, but it's just such a difference in culture, okay? It's just, we just live different lives. We just do, okay? And I'm okay with that. I want to be back home. I just want to be back home. I just want to be back home. I'm using my Milk Cream bronzer. And I really love this stuff. I've been thinking about it for like a week and I don't know why I didn't use it. And I'm also gonna skip over this part a little bit because I just talked my absolute head off. So we need to kind of move it along here. I just set my under eyes and a few other places with my Mercier translucent setting powder. And now I'm gonna use my project pan. Well, these are both from my project pan, but this is the NYX finishing powder. Just gonna put that on here. While I also wanted to say, I think I've made it pretty obvious, I didn't even think about this, that I think we're probably moving back to the States. And I'm pretty excited about it. I really hope that's what happens. I don't know, it's so hard, like everything's so unpredictable these days, obviously. Like, who knows what 2021 is gonna bring us. Hopefully it's a little bit of peace of some kind. I don't know, probably not though, to be honest. I'm a little scared. But what I do know is that we are most likely, very most likely not going to be in Italy. And we really wanted to move to Japan. Like, we would have loved to get Japan. But the military is complicated and I can't really explain why, but basically it's not in the cards for us. We really thought that it was going to be a possibility. I'm not going to explain why because it is very difficult to explain. It took me a long time to understand all of it. There are so many moving parts to being in the military. Like, it is absolutely insane how many things have to like line up and work out for literally anything. And you just cannot count on anything in the military because everything is, you just don't know. You just don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna be living in 6 months, so that's fun. But it is that soon. It is literally gonna be, oh my god, it's so crazy. Like, it always zones me out whenever we get close to PCSing that like, I'm like, yeah, in 6 months I'm gonna be, I have no idea. I literally don't know where I'm gonna be in the world. So, fun. You know what I really wanna do, you guys, is I really wanna get back into vlogging. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I always leave a link to my vlog channel in the description, but I haven't posted on there for a long time, like a long time. And there was a point where I was vlogging pretty frequently. You know, it's just really fun to see all the changes that happen on your face as you get older. It's great. It's great. I love these fine lines up here. They're just like a part of me now, literally. I've been really wanting to get back into vlogging because I really enjoy vlogging a lot. Like, I really do. And I haven't done it in so long just because COVID really makes it boring. Like, there's not a whole lot to talk about. But I feel like I'm getting, I don't know, things are starting to happen now. where like I feel like I have stuff I can talk about that are kind of exciting for you guys. So I've been thinking about vlogging again, and also I was wondering if you guys are interested, and I want to know what if you're actually watching this far into this video, you're the one I want to hear from, because not a lot of people make it this far into these kind of chatty get ready with me videos, and I really value people who comment on these kind of videos, because I know that they're really interested in me as a person, and I appreciate you guys. With that said, I would really love to know if you want to see moving vlogs, like military moving vlogs, and also I want to do like an Italian house tour at some point. I've been wanting to do that for so long, like it's been on the back of my head for a long time, and even more so now that we are going to be moving in a few months, because I want to be able to show you guys. I don't want to show you guys an empty house. I mean, I can do both, which I probably will. I'll probably do an empty house tour. Well, I'll probably do one with my stuff in it so it looks like an actual home, and then I'll also probably do an empty house tour, or like an empty house tour and a moving vlog or something, you know. And I really want to show you guys the like crazy weird stuff that are different in European and Italian homes versus like the States, because it is like really interesting to me how different some things are. I mean, it's not a lot and you get used to it, but I do think like sometimes I'll mention something to someone and they're like, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Like, it's so different. Some things are better and some things are much worse. But I actually really love this home. Like, I really love this home so much. So I would love to like kind of document it even for myself. But I would really love to know if you guys, I didn't even say what I wanted. I didn't even tell you guys what I would like to know from you. I'd like to know, first of all, do you want to see that? And second of all, should I post that on this channel? Like the home moving, like moving stuff? Or should I just keep vlogs to my vlog channel? Like, do you guys want me to keep it separate, or do you want to see more stuff on this channel? Because I go back and forth on it, because like I have more people here, but I know that a lot of people here are just for the makeup, which I totally respect, and I want to, and that's why I'm asking, is because I want to know if you guys think I should just keep it. Should I just keep my channel just makeup, or should I add vlogs here and there, like the big stuff, like this, like daily stuff? I'll put on my vlog channel if I ever get around to actually getting back into it. But like, do you guys want to see big stuff like moving vlogs, and when I set up my new vanity and stuff when I get to the new place, how I pack my makeup? Like, these kinds of things are definitely some, I think I want to do these videos, like moving makeup of like a far distance. I mean, literally it's going overseas back to the States. So I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested to see how I pack up my makeup for that kind of thing, like for moving. I think that could be pretty interesting. I mean, to me, that's something I would like to watch. So let me know. Let me know what you think. I swear I've been doing my brows for years, but they just don't look like I don't know. Sometimes I just can't quite get them right. And you'd think after all this time, it would be so easy. And it's not hard, it's just they never look the same every day. Like, I feel like every day they look different. Today I'm going thrift shopping. Super excited. I'm going thrift shopping with my friend here, and I'm gonna look for some little props and stuff so I can like add to my Halloween looks, because I want to do some Halloween looks. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, probably not, I don't know, maybe I'll do one, but I don't really want to do any Halloween videos, because those are really hard to do, because it takes a long time to complete a look for Halloween makeup, and it's a long time to edit that stuff. And it's like kind of pressure as well, because I feel like I have to go fast and then it never really comes out right. But I'll try to do like maybe one. Anyways, on my Instagram though, you know, I can do the makeup and just post it. It's pressure free. So I'm really excited, because I want to get some like props and stuff, like things from, I'm gonna go to the thrift store and see what we can find. Only thing that I wish I could find that I know I'm probably not gonna have the best of luck with is like costumes or like clothing, because they don't carry plus size here at all. Basically they do, but not really. It's like they like it's like they assume they don't have bigger people in their country or something. But they do. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Italians. Typically Italians are more slim, but that doesn't mean that there aren't bigger people here, because trust me, I've seen them. Definitely seen some of my fellow curvy girls out here, and I sometimes want to be like, listen, where you be getting your clothes, because I need to know. Online shopping has been a savior, literally a savior when it comes to living here, especially when it comes to clothing. Oh, I actually just bought some jeans from American Eagle. I'm so excited to get those, you guys. I've never tried American Eagle jeans because when I was in high school, I don't think they really had plus sizes. And in high school, American Eagle jeans were where it was at. It was like, those were the cool jeans, you know? I mean, not only did they not really have my sizes, I mean, I didn't really have the cash for that kind of thing, you know? But now I do, and they also have plus sizes. And there's a girl here on YouTube that I watch a lot. Like, I love her. Her name is Sarah Ray Vargas. I'll link her channel below, but she does clothing hauls, and she's about my size, and she always raves about American Eagle jeans. So I bought 4 pairs, and I'm really excited to get them, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do a video on them because I want to try them on with you guys, and I want to see how they actually do. So I think I'm gonna be doing an American Eagle jean haul try on video once it gets here, and it's gonna be perfect for fall because I don't know, I'm not usually like a jean wearer, but for some reason I'm kind of feeling it this year. Like, I kind of just want to be in jeans and a hoodie or a cute sweater and boots. Oh, I love boots, you guys. I love boots so much. I'm so excited to wear boots. It's not quite time yet for that because that will be so hot, but we're almost there. You know, I just realized I put on all this makeup and I gotta wear a mask. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself, you guys? I don't know. I just don't be thinking about it. It's so hard to remember. You guys, I am in love with these Colourpop Lux Lip Oils. Oh, they are so good. I love these. They stay on so long too. Like, I mean, I'm gonna take it off because of my mask, but for the sake of this video and my dry lips, I'm gonna throw this on. I love this color. It's my lips but better. This is the shade Bengal from the Wild Nothing collection, and it's just so beautiful. I just really like how it looks like lips. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just looks like lips, and I like that. All right, you guys, I'm just gonna throw on some simple earrings here, and I'm ready to go thrifting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, you are a real one. Seriously, like, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And that's all I have to say. Unless you're not subscribed already. In that case, subscribe, because if you made it to the end of this video, that means you must not hate me too much. Or you can like this video if you don't want to commit to subscribing, and maybe when I post again, I'll just show up in your recommendation and you can try me out again. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Heads held high 'cause we so motherfucking fly, yeah. Wings of gold, we touch the sky, that ditches till we die.